So by now, I am super late to this party, but I couldn't not talk about this. So House Democrats literally booed Bernie Sanders. So according to Politico, during his speech, he told them that winning elections isn't the only thing they should focus on. While they wanted to hear about how to beat Donald Trump and how Sanders might help them win the House back, he was talking about remaking the country. The goal isn't to win elections. The goal is to transform America. Sanders said at one point, according to multiple lawmakers and aides in the room, some Democrats booed Sanders for that line, which plays better on the campaign trail than in front of a room full of elected officials. Now, after being booed, he later flipped off House Democrats as he was leaving, and then he went on MSNBC the next day and talked about how he was afraid for his life. Oh wait, actually, I think I'm getting him confused with Barbara Boxer. Anyways, so think about how outrageous this is. He got booed for saying that you actually have to represent the American people and you can't just keep thinking about yourselves. They don't like that. They don't want to hear about it. The thought that they even focus on anything other than themselves shows not only that they're narcissistic, but that they're not representing us. I mean, this is not a secret anymore, but this just proves it right there. They booed him. Hey, dumbasses, do you really want to win elections? I can tell you how. Maybe don't roll over and die next time you redraw district lines and Republicans try to gerrymander. Maybe fight back a little bit. Maybe actually run campaigns that appeal to the people and not your donors. Now, there were some members of the House that were supportive of Bernie Sanders' message overall, but many of them were disenchanted. And the question is, why were they angry? So rank-and-file House Democrats want the Vermont Independent to officially drop out of the race and throw his support behind the presumptive nominee, and they can't understand why he hasn't. It was frustrating because he's squandering the movement he built with a self-obsession that was totally on display, said a senior Democrat speaking on the condition of anonymity. House Democrats didn't seem very impressed with the unapologetic Sanders, who didn't yield an inch despite the rough handling he received. House Democrats, including John Garamendi of California and Joyce Beatty of Ohio, asked Sanders for specifics on when he would get behind Clinton, questions that were accompanied by some cheers and clapping from other House Democrats, sources inside the room said. That is what I call projection right there to the highest degree, and this is also a perfect example as to why I want to leave the Democratic Party. They just don't get it. They're out of touch. They don't want to represent the people. All they care about is themselves. All they care about is bowing down to Hillary Clinton because many of them were promised positions probably in her cabinet. So they want to further their own political career, and Bernie Sanders is getting in the way of that. So in sum, they all want Bernie Sanders to bow down. They want him to roll over, but you've given him no reason to do that. Why would he endorse Hillary Clinton? If anything, he should be endorsing Jill Stein because everyone in the party has been nothing but rude to Bernie Sanders. On the Senate floor, him and Kristen Gillibrand were having a reportedly heated debate or whatever, and she was really criticizing him because he's been wrong and bad to Hillary Clinton. Yeah, whatever. Okay, the Democratic Party is out of touch. They don't represent the people. They don't want to represent the people. And they hate Bernie Sanders because he wants to represent the people. This example right here just proves that they are like children. They're like petulant children who are throwing a tantrum because they're not getting what they want. So in conclusion, this just proves that they don't get it. There's a reason why Congress's approval rating is historically low. You can't blame that exclusively on Republican obstructionism. You can blame it on the Democrats as well, because both parties on the right and the far right don't represent any of their constituents. They're just off base. They're misaligned with voters politically and ideologically, and nothing is getting done. That's partly due to Republicans, but also, even if something were to get done, you'd have Democrats compromise with Republicans who are extremists. So, it's a lost cause. And the fact that they're putting their arrogance on full display, it's very, very telling, man. Dump Dems Day, July 29th.